A few weeks ago, I found this website that lists the bottom 100 worst rated Steam games. That night, I made it my mission to play as many of these games as possible over the course of the next year. In the last month, I focused on 4 of them. I got to know the communities behind each game, sometimes hanging out in voice calls for hours, learning the game's mechanics and exploring genuinely gigantic kingdoms built by the very people I was talking to. These were hands down some of the coolest experiences I've had.
Okay.
Oh. Holy shit. Dude.
Welcome to Meliora.
I began with a survival game that just a few years ago was painted as one of the biggest scams ever. Dead Matter is a survival game that released onto Steam in 2023. A year later, 596 of its 787 reviews are negative. Well, after years of waiting for the perfect zombie game to release, I can finally say I'm gonna be waiting a while. The name Dead Matter might ring a bell if you've ever been interested in the controversies of Kickstarter and Indiegogo. Websites that allow regular people to lay out a plan for their project. They can ask for however much money they feel they need to fund said project, and if all goes well, eventually reward those that pledged. I spent 30 minutes watching Kira's incredible video on this game. At the time of this video's release in 2022, Dead Matter was heavily in limbo, and a year later it would release onto Steam. The Steam release wasn't exactly ideal, but it's now a year on from that disaster, and I thought I'd try this game for the very first time. I hear a lot of zombies. Yeah. My game crashed. I downloaded the automatic nightly build, since that was the most recent one being updated just 2 months ago. But this ended up being a mistake. Can I swim this? I'm gonna give it a go. Oh wow. Okay. You actually can't drown either. I don't think that's actually a feature, so I'm just gonna walk across on the ocean floor. There you go. Oh, see, wow, look, this is pretty. This is pretty. I think as long as I don't interact with anything, I'll be alright. The main developer for Dead Matter, Johnny, later told me in Discord that the nightly build, although more recent, has a lot more issues. My game would just crash every 60 seconds or so. I couldn't pick up any tools or guns, and it was just a disaster. I installed all 80 gigabytes of the main branch overnight, and got a bit more luck in terms of getting this version to work. I spawned in a diner to start, drank a bit of alcohol, and ran around with hazy vision until my game inevitably crashed. Luckily, this version lets me spawn in guns, and actually use them. Outside of being a tad clunky, the guns felt pretty nice, but for some reason the windows absolutely everywhere were fully bulletproof. A great example of how, in my opinion, this game wasn't and still isn't ready for even early access. I ran around for a while exploring the map, because it really is pretty beautiful. But because of the constant crashes, I didn't even get to have a go at electricity or driving a car. It boils down to this. If a bunch of people didn't effectively lose their money, I'd even go as far as to say this game has potential. The developer streams himself working on the game almost daily, and I found out in their Discord that they're in the process of preparing for a big update, which was delayed because they're adding more stuff to it. Regardless, it's time to leave an honest review. I honestly think through pure persistence, Johnny and his team will eventually get this game to a point where everybody's happy. I just don't think that'll be anytime soon. Number 50 on the bottom 100 worst rated Steam games is an MMORPG called Life is Feudal MMO. Not to be confused with the more fast-paced version, Life is Feudal Your Own. Out of the 22 reviews the MMO has received in the last 30 days, only 2 of them are positive. Deeds really wasn't happy with the game. Make it free to play and I'll try it. $15 a month for this couch stain of an MMO is a joke, he said after 10 minutes of playtime. I played the tutorial for the best part of an hour before I realized I could just go through a portal to skip it. I paid for their subscription service and then joined the official Discord. Inside that Discord, I found a guild called Kingdom of Meliora, advertising themselves to players. I messaged the leader and founder, Ghost Killer. The next day, he invited me to talk to them, possibly visit their land, and to teach me about the game they play every single day.
Are you entirely new to the game?
Well, I played the tutorial the other day.
Yes, but the tutorial is dog shit because it doesn't resemble what this game is actually about. This game is a giant sandbox with hardcore medieval fighting, territory gaining and losing, and disputes and lots of things. It's like Rust, but then medieval and then large scale. So it's a one of a kind. And also the whole world is terraformable. This is long term. Like you build with a few guys a village. The village expands into a kingdom, and then the kingdom expands into an empire. You will see when I show you. It's
Okay.
It's no exaggeration.
They were apprehensive at first. They wanted to give me a tour of their land, but security reasons sometimes get in the way. Thankfully, they said f*** it, and we went ahead with the tour. Oh. Holy shit. Dude.
Welcome to Meliora.
Let's just check this one, because north here is still a lot of work to be done. Here it's not really beautified. The other side is entirely beautified. A lot more.
There's still work to do on this place.
A lot of work, you know.
So this wall, how long does this take if there's only one of you making it?
I don't know, maybe half a year.
No, Ghost is making the walls. Ghost is making the walls, but it's me and the other slaves is terraforming it.
Oh, okay.
I'm terraforming also, but there's multiple people working on it.
As Ghost said, the north side which we started on was still in progress. It included a huge wall yet to be finished that would eventually surround the whole thing.
So around the main kingdom, there's like full with vassals, and they still have like expandability. So it's still like the fiefs around the vassal we can still fully take, and then we will wall off the edge completely around. So we kind of have like a whole continent that's like walled off and protected land.
As I slowly took to the horse and its clunky controls, we eventually got to the outer gate, which led us into the outer rim of the central compound.
We have like two villages. We have a village in the south, the peasant village. It's for all the new people. It pretty much has everything. It has a blacksmith shop, a carpentry, a herb. Like for example here, it's all housing. And it's a main general warehouse where the people can get tools, food, like, cause everything, like inside the warehouse, the warehouses have two functions. You have inventory, but you can also physically put stuff inside. See, like this. So we have like chests with tools, chests with clothing, chests with food, all the different food, cause food quality, that's the thing in game. And we even have gear and everything in here. See, so it's all like nicely sorted.
Okay, at this point, I didn't expect the tour to go any further in than this. But without any hesitation, they brought me into the main circle, the heart of their kingdom.
We have everything. We have everything also that you need for everything, like in the small circle and the big circle. But the small circle, we aim for like quality, and we stored important stuff in the small circle. The big circle, where you have been before, it's just we focus on quantity, not quality. In here, this area that you're staring right now is what we call the main claim. The main claim is where we put all of our invaluable things, you know.
Here, if you follow me to here, this is our large keep. We have enough gear to arm like what, 500 fighters?
Probably you need to censor the name of the monument.
Oh, okay, I see.
No, that's the heart of the guild, you know. So you have like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, so.
Yeah, all of that is our main armory. Everything.
Yes, if you come look down here, wait, like this is all like tier 1, tier 2. And every like scale plate, chainmail, ladder, padded, so it's from every class. Even here is like a secret back room where we store tier 3 and tier 4 which is like high valuable armor.
Holy shit.
And but this is the holy grail.
Whilst we explored their main armory, where they hold all the best gear, and a lot of it, Ghost pointed me towards the guild leaderboard, where you could see Meliora safely in first place with over 590 million. That's more than double second place. Once we got back to the peasant warehouse, I was given some basic gear and a bunch of food to keep me going. We had about 50 minutes until a huge event where guilds fight each other for ownership of land, and I was invited to come along and battle alongside Meliora. Before the fight, I had to get my strength level up, so while Ghost went to gather his guys for the big battle, Creed and I went to a nearby fishing compound. How did you find this game? Why do you play it?
Well, played this game when I was in college.
How long ago was that?
7 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Well, I was bored, you know, and I like buildings and I like medieval, so I kind of like sought the Steam out, you know.
Yeah.
So sought the Steam category, building, and then medieval, and then hey, I found this game, and then I type in the chat like, hey, you guys here? Anyone can help me? Where should I go? And then I got recruited by some guild. I forgot what guild it is, and then the guild was kind of like really small and really non-consistent, you know. And then yeah, after that I kind of like I'm not playing this game anymore. The guild is kind of like trashed, and then I kind of like installed again after like a month break. I kind of like installed this again, and that's where I met Ghost.
So when was that?
7 years ago.
Yo, wow, so you've known each other for 7 years.
Yeah. Yeah, and then since then, yeah, I've been with him all this long. And back then we weren't this big, you know. We weren't this big. Yes, we kind of like recruited so many people, but most of them like come and go. We recruited like hundreds of people who joined the guild. Most people don't stay, but out of those people, we have found like diamonds in the rough, you know.
It was really nice to hear about Meliora's authentic growth into the kingdom it is today. Ghost was right. The ability to grow your house into a village and eventually establish an entire kingdom over the course of years is by far the best thing about this game. Being able to talk to the biggest kingdom in the entire game for a whole day was also pretty f***ing cool. Around 15 minutes before the fight, I reached the strength level required to carry the proper sword. But with 30 seconds to go before we all got teleported to the fight, the enemy still hadn't signed up.
15.
Oh, they got another.
15. No, they got accept.
9 seconds left. What is this play?
I don't know. See? People logging on instantly. 1 second. Ah.
A bunch of us were kicked from the battle, including Creed, so he taught me how to jump to ask for heals and tried his best to stop me from running out of stamina. The one time I actually swiped to someone, I hit a teammate, albeit for only 7 damage. I just hit our own guy. See, this is why I shouldn't attack. Oh, I only hit him for 7.
He got like a high quality armor, and you have a tier 1 weapon.
I do no damage.
The naked guy is still alive.
Where is he?
He's by the totem.
We outnumbered these guys 2 to 1, so within 5 minutes, everyone but one Lancer was dead. Lancers were the people on horses. They dealt a shit ton of damage and were obviously super fast, which meant the only counter to them were our own Lancers. The guys collected a bunch of loot from the fight, and then we all returned to our land. Afterwards, Creed showed some of the things we missed on the tour. Some little projects people were working on around the fort, and the drawbridge, the most vital component in any siege.
Now, see the bottom there?
Oh yeah?
Try closing the gate.
Oh.
See? It spins too behind you.
Yeah.
See?
That's so cool.
It's the little things, man.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I love that. It's clear that not everyone likes this game, but out of all the people that do, I don't think there's a single person on Earth that loves this game as much as Ghost does. He has over 8,000 hours on record, and he's online pretty much every single day for hours without fail. And if you'd like to become as addicted as these guys, I'll leave a link to their guild Discord in the description below. I'm gonna head out. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Ghost. Thank you, crew.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. A couple days after the tour, I logged on to return my stuff to them, and travelled around the map to different bases, all built by ordinary players over the course of the last year and a half. I wanted to see how a normal sized settlement looked in comparison to Meliora. I typed in completely random codes to teleport to, and the first place was a tiny piece of land owned by a tribe called Bergshaft. And I'm pretty sure all they've got is a few houses. I don't really see much else. Well, obviously everyone can see I didn't mean to do that. This is quite interesting. I put in a completely random number and it brings us here. These are all different claims. So, likely, this is a bit of a village containing a bunch of different people who all want their own individual claims. There you go, the first real castle build. Everything else really has been wooden walls or just houses. Well, it's been fun. Wow. What a place. This second place was an entire city of individually owned land. This place likely had a workforce of at least 50 different people, and although they had a lot of land, individual houses and all the necessities, it still paled in comparison to Meliora, and I'm sure a lot of other guilds I didn't get to meet. I understand I probably didn't have the most common first time experience, however, the UI is terrible, the tutorial ain't great, and the graphics are far from special. But if you're patient enough and pick it up as a part-time job, you could find some really cool people in this game to teach you the ropes. Just join a guild. Number 37 on the list is Cube World. Just 43% of the Steam reviews are positive. WinRAR is a better purchase, says Richard. Another review by Trollger also caught my eye. They said, uninstall this game and install Alpha instead. This is when I became aware of the huge split between Cube World Steam players and Cube World Alpha players. A divide that began in September of 2019 when Wally released Cube World onto Steam. Before I tried scouring the internet for the alpha version, I spent a couple hours getting to grips with the basics of Cube World on Steam. Wait, I'm camouflaged. Wait, this could be huge. Cool. I learned that pretty much anything is stronger than you when you're new to the world, including the f***ing sheep. I'd love to know where they got this audio for, the swimming. There we go. You like that? Right, it's so low. Please just die. Oh my goodness. Thank you. A sheep. I'm 56 HP. The progression was slow, but I bumped into a few humans that gave me info on certain locations. Divine Harp. The Divine Harp lets me get into certain areas locked behind divine doors. There are a bunch of special items just like the Harp that all have unique abilities and were added into Cube World Steam release, most of which I never saw. I wanted to go in without any prior knowledge of the game, and I quickly realized that was a mistake. Possessed cow? Go on, lad. Well in. What? Okay. Bro. Are you serious? Hey, can you attack this woman, please? Dying to an alpaca of all things tipped me over the edge and drove me to try Alpha instead. A Reddit thread told me some of the differences between the two. Alpha is better balanced than Release, has no region lock, and is just generally better for multiplayer. The terrain in both are procedurally generated, but Release is slightly different in that aspect. Everyone on Release has the same seed, but spawn in completely different places. For a while, I tried the base version of Alpha, and tried spotting the differences between Alpha and the Steam release of Cube World. I feel like the main consensus is that while the release version of Cube World definitely has more content on the face of it, it lacks a lot of different systems and mechanics that made the game unique, like the skill tree. My original plan was to then download mods for Alpha, but while looking up multiplayer Cube World Alpha servers, I found Cube World PvP. This server had been running since at least early 2020. There was no one online at the time, but Discord showed the in-game chat logs, and what I saw was a couple people logging on pretty late at night. A player called Sunao spotted me online that night and offered to help me prepare some gear so we could PvP each other the next day, since that's what this server is all about. He spawned in what I assume was max gear for me. I leveled up my character with the skill tree, and then a few days later I finally hopped on to see one of Sunao's friends, Galadi, already online. Galadi taught me each of my abilities, when to dodge and roll, and how to conserve stamina in a fight. We had a couple test battles where he walked me like a dog. One of them he decided to use just a basic iron sword, and still got me down to less than half health. Sunao logged in soon after, and we joined a voice channel together where he offered to carry on teaching me. And then a message popped up in chat. A person called Linux had joined, who according to Sunao is widely considered to be the best PvPer in the Cube World Alpha community. You said this, he's the best player in the world?
Yeah.
Okay.
You need to press 2 immediately. Like, it is over, 2.
Okay.
It's over, 2.
So like whenever it runs out, just instantly press it and then like build it up.
Yeah. Like if I go like all this and I waste all my stamina, I'm going like vulnerable to intercept and to the shurikens.
Okay, let's go.
No, I didn't hit you.
Chichi.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
I think that you have potential.
thank you. With Linux, Galadi, Sunao, Nude, and myself, we had 5 people, more than I had seen online in weeks. As Cube World's popularity fell due to the Steam release, Alpha's community also slowly decreased alongside it, leading to today where this is the last remaining server on the entirety of Alpha, and even still rarely gets players.
This server is like dead. We are like a small community.
Did it used to have more players?
Yes. Once upon a time, like 12 years ago, it was usual to see many players like connected in every day.
We made the most of this time. We did some 2v3s and eventually 4v3s once a couple others logged on. I genuinely did my best to keep up, but everyone in this lobby has hundreds of hours on this game. I didn't stand a fucking chance. There we go! Oh! No! No!
Oh.
Alpha's PvP has a pretty low entry level, but the real skill gap is timing, and being able to read whenever the opponent is gonna dash in, and these fucks read my every move.
I have like 2 of health. I have nothing.
I'm kinda destroying sleep. Really?
Oh.
Oh, he predicted me, I'm so bad. Yeah. Oh, I did one good play. Galordi We won!
Yeah!
Although Linux destroyed most of us the entire evening, even 2v1ing people at times, it was Sunao that managed to kill the fella just before I had to call it. Oh!
Oh my god! Oh!
Bro!
Bro!
Good shit.
Oh my god! Oh, bro, my heart go.
Good job, bro. Alright, that was fun. Thank you for all your help and everything.
Yeah, don't worry, bro. It was very fun.
Alright.
Take care of you. Bye bye.
Take care, man. I'll see you later. Bye bye.
Thanks. Bye bye.
Sunao is a great example of modern Cube World Alpha players. The guy has literally never played the release version of Cube World. All he cares about is Alpha, and he's not the only one. The developer Wale is well aware Cube World didn't deliver. You'll find his Twitter is currently advertising Cube World Omega, an Unreal Engine 5 remake of Cube World. Seems like there's a long way to go with it, but I commend this guy's dedication. As for the current Cube world, it's a very tough but pretty fun game. The alpha version has much better PvP though, and a very, very small community of friendly people. Greed of Man is an open-world MMORPG game where you roleplay with other players and sell certain products to work your way up to the top. YouTube tends to dislike this word, so if I say candy, I'm referring to the stuff that's often passed around at festivals. When I first loaded up Greed of Man, I was put randomly into a server with 4 other people. One of them was 21 Savage.
Are you good? Are you good?
Hell, I just bought this game.
It's free, bro.
I downloaded this game.
I can give you some money, but like, okay, at first in the game, right, you need to search trash cans to get like stuff.
He offered me some candy to sell, which gave me a bit of money to get started, and then gave me a tour of all the important places that would help me.
Just take it and then just sell it.
Oh, thank you so much, man. Dude, is this rain loud for you too? I can't hear shit.
Yeah, it's fucking loud. Oh no, I've never experienced like real rain in this game. Fuck, man.
Yeah, good luck with
Don't
your stuff. I hope it goes well.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
Yeah, see you, bro. Good luck.
See ya.
After an hour of growing candy, I had made about 1/5 of what my friend gave to me at the very beginning. Luckily, his operation worked a bit quicker than mine, and by that point, he already had another gift for me. Is that for me, or?
Yeah, it's for you, bro. I didn't just.
Oh, shit. Man, I appreciate that.
No problem, bro.
$9,000. Yeah, what's up? What are you showing me?
Those are for you.
Oh! Holy
Yeah,
shit.
I made cherries. And then also, this is not for you, sorry, but like, I finally made this.
Whoa, my days.
Yeah, bro, that took so long, bro. That's 450k. If you press shift on it, you can see the total value. It's like 450k.
What the f... So, I'm still not entirely sure what happened here, but Smoil, a guy neither of us had ever met before, came in and dropped us both $450,000 each, and then walked away. This was when the big problem this game has became clear to me. It wasn't a terrible game really. For something that was free, I really had no complaints. But the economy was ruined. Just 10 minutes later, some guys rolled up in a car and dropped hundreds of thousands of dollars on the ground. Either money is really easy to get if you grind for a long time with friends, or this rudimentary game using free and paid assets built by a TikToker has a few security issues. Turns out, it's the latter. Savage was a legend though. He didn't have to help me out at all, nor did he have to show me around and give me the free shit, but he did. So cheers, mate. Yeah, have a good day, bro.
See ya.
See you later.
You too, bro.
It was fun. Alright, let's see if we can find someone who's in need of some money. There you go. Take as much as you can. I hope it helps. No problem. Jump if you think everyone watching should subscribe. At number 41 on the list of the worst rated Steam games, the reviews for Greed of Man are over 60% negative. A figure that Nick the creator would no doubt disagree with. I've seen countless videos on this game attacking the developer and pointing out the recycled assets, including Penguins, who, safe to say, wasn't very happy with getting essentially scammed. Nowadays, the game doesn't cost anything, and is still being developed, so I gotta give this guy some credit. However, a lot of people spent money on a game that really wasn't worth the $30 price tag it was initially given. And one thing we know about the internet is that they don't forget. For free, it's not a bad game. I met some lovely people surprisingly. However, the economy is far too realistic. Remember, I'll leave links to all the relevant places in the description. The Cube World Alpha PvP Discord, the Kingdom of Meliora Discord, aka Booterang HQ, and of course my Discord, if you'd like to take part in any events that I'll feature in future videos. If you have dead games you'd like to see me play in that series, send them over to my Twitter, and they may well feature in a future video. Subscribe. I'm now going to enjoy a holiday in Wales. See you in 2 weeks.